So I thought I would make another video about how transactional things have become in this fallen world. Even relationships, even family work this transactional. Like, what can you do for me? This is the identity corruption. Lovers of self, and even there's no unconditional love. And honestly, the desire of human nature is to want that. But when things become so rebellious, like lawlessness, everything becomes transactional. Like, what can you do for me? You're not appealing to me. You're not pleasing to me. You're defying my expectation, but not realizing that you reap what you sow. You eat the fruits of your labor. You can't put people on a higher pedestal than you're willing to walk in. You can't say, I want you to be better than me, but I'm only giving you this much. It doesn't, and that's why I always say, like, the Jezebel and the Ahab spirit. And I even look at our adolescents and our children, and I think about how everything is operative in this world with appearance, sexuality, transactional, and that's how defiant or rebellious, and it's sad for children, and our adolescents in their future and what's promoted. Like Samaria, I'm going to get a little biblical for a moment, but like Samaria was ruled by, it was already fallen. It was a very fallen state. It was ruled by Ahab and Jezebel. And these are spirits that operate in people's vessels. But when you have a fallen world that promotes born into sin, and it's getting more aggressive into this fallen nature of man, where, the children are, appearance, vanity, the clothing. Look at the Canaanites promoted ornaments, which would be jewelry, fashion, and looking how provocative our fashion industry has become, to where children even are becoming transactional, to where they're afraid to be rejected, so they're wearing these. I had made a video in the past about how I seen a little girl yanking on her shorts. She was uncomfortable in her attire. And I thought, well, you know what? She's wearing it because it was the latest fad. She probably wanted to fit in. She thought they promoted that it was cool, because this is the promotion of the fashion industry, the Jezebel spirit, so she was wearing it to be accepted, to fit in. But, Lord says to be rejected by man is to be approved by God. But I thought, there's going to come a day where she quits yanking on those shorts. She's going to adhere to the abnormality of her skin showing and not being modest, not using her brain instead of her sexuality. And then that's what I'm saying. Her relationships become transactional upon her appearance. And this is where the lust is promoted, the seductory spirit, the Jezebel spirit. And that's sad, because we're moving far away from unconditional love and respect and dignity. Because I feel so sad for what our adolescents have to be with the war they're going to fight, because it's waxing worse and worse. The attire that I see people wearing nowadays is so unfathomable to, like it says, to cause a brother to sin. Well, if you're running around half naked, you're promoting that lust spirit. Someone's going to lust after you. And if something bad happens to you, putting yourself in harm's way, that's putting yourself at risk. Where you might put yourself in a situation where someone might not have control of their members. And then here you are with the short shorts on, and you present yourself to this person who is an uncontrollable whatever, for whatever reasons. And so, he's going to say you you're dressed that way. This is what you want. I mean, this is how society's mind thinks, and it's corrupt. It's corruptible. I've had people address me, with that corruptible mind and be like, and then if you turn them down, they get angered. Wait, what do you think you're better? What, you don't like me? Or, it's just the irony of this whole situation room about, people don't like to be rejected either when, and I'm just trying to live at peace. I'm not a piece of meat. I don't want to be approached like one either. I am a lady. Don't women want to be treated like ladies? And vice versa, men like gentlemen? Everything is not transactional. I'm not a transaction. I'm not, and this is where I'm at. I'm like, wow, the way people, and then if you reject somebody, they get upset with you. And it's like, wait, I get to choose who I allow in my life. And if you're being disrespectful like that and treating me like I'm less than humane, why wouldn't I reject you? I mean, why would you be mad over something that is rightfully dividing the truth? I have healthy boundaries. This is where I tell you about the unequal yoke stuff, where people are defiant or rebellious and they expect you to adhere to that. I'm not adhering to that. I want to be loved appropriately. I'm, not based on my appearance, based on my heart, based on my identity, who I am, if we have common interests, if we can conversate with one another. So this is, and I think this society is moving away from all that, unfortunately. Just some thoughts that I had.